Close your eyes for a moment and imagine the world without sound. No voices, no music, no whispers of wind or echoes of laughter. Just silence stretching endlessly. It's hard to even picture, because sound is not just something we hear, it's something we feel, something that shapes our reality in ways we rarely stop to notice. Sound is vibration, a wave moving through air, water, or even solid ground. It touches everything it encounters, including us. Our bodies are not immune. In fact, they are instruments constantly resonating with the world around them. The heartbeat, the rhythm of our breath, even the patterns of our brainwaves, all of these are forms of sound, of vibration. We live in a universe made of frequencies, and whether we realize it or not, we are constantly being played like strings in a cosmic symphony. Since ancient times, humans have sensed the power of sound. Shamans used drums to enter altered states of consciousness. Monks chanted sacred mantras that were said to heal the body and awaken the spirit. Entire cultures built music not just for entertainment, but as a way to align with the divine. Why? Because they understood that sound is more than noise. It is a force that can move emotions, shift realities, and even alter matter itself. Consider this. Every song you've ever loved, every melody that made you cry, every rhythm that made your heart race, they are not just artistic expressions. They are carefully arranged vibrations, frequencies tuned in ways that bypass logic and speak directly to your soul. A single chord can awaken memories long forgotten. A single note can bring tears without words. Sound has the ability to reach parts of us that even language cannot touch. But the secret life of sound goes deeper than emotions. Modern science has revealed that sound is not just experienced. It is powerful enough to shape the physical world. In experiments with cymatics, scientists sprinkle particles like sand or water droplets onto vibrating plates. When sound waves pass through, the particles arrange themselves into intricate geometric patterns, circles, stars, spirals, almost as if the sound is drawing pictures of its invisible structure. Change the frequency and the pattern changes. What was once invisible is revealed in breathtaking beauty. Sound literally sculpts matter, and if sound can shape grains of sand, imagine what it does to us. Our bodies are made mostly of water, and water responds dramatically to vibration. Studies have shown that sound frequencies can affect cells, influence brain activity, and even promote healing. Certain tones are said to reduce stress, while others stimulate creativity or improve focus. Ancient traditions knew this long before science caught up. They used gongs, bells, flutes, and chants to restore harmony, believing that illness was often a sign of being out of tune with the natural frequencies of life. Think about the way sound connects us to each other. A baby recognizes its mother's voice even before birth. A song from childhood can instantly transport us back in time. Laughter can spread through a group of people like wildfire, not because of the joke, but because of the contagious rhythm of the sound itself. Even silence, the absence of sound, carries meaning, creating tension, anticipation, or peace. Sound is not just communication, it is communion, a bridge linking us across space and time. But perhaps the greatest secret of sound is that it is everywhere, even where we think there is silence. Outer space, once believed to be silent, actually hums with radiation waves and vibrations we cannot hear. The Earth itself produces deep resonances, sometimes called the heartbeat of the planet. Our own universe may have begun with a vibration, the so-called cosmic sound of the Big Bang, still echoing faintly billions of years later. Existence itself may be born from sound, and here lies the mystery. If the universe is vibration, then sound is not just part of reality, it is its foundation. Everything is frequency. Everything is music. We are surrounded by symphonies we cannot always hear but can always feel. Some scientists even propose that matter itself, what we call solid, physical reality, is nothing more than energy vibrating at different frequencies. If that's true, then sound is not just a force in the universe. Sound is the universe. Think of how this changes the way we see the world. Every sound we make, every word we speak, every note we sing is a ripple in the fabric of reality. Words can heal or harm, inspire or destroy, not only because of their meaning but because of their vibration. To live is to create sound, and to create sound is to shape the world around us. So the next time you hear your favorite song or sit in silence listening to the wind, remember, sound is not just passing through you. It is resonating with you, altering you, reminding you that you are part of a much larger symphony. The hidden life of sound is not hidden at all. It is playing constantly, waiting for you to listen. Throughout history, many cultures have placed sound at the very center of creation itself. In Hindu philosophy, the universe is said to have begun with the sacred syllable Om, a sound that still resonates in meditation halls across the world. In the Bible, creation begins with words, "Let there be light." In ancient Egyptian myths, the god Thoth was said to speak the world into existence through sacred utterances. Again and again across time and culture, we encounter the same theme. That sound is not an afterthought of the universe, but its origin. Even science offers a parallel. When we study the Big Bang, we imagine an explosion of energy and matter. But some scientists suggest it may have been more like a vibration, a resonant frequency that still echoes as the faint cosmic microwave background radiation we can measure today. The universe may not only have begun with sound, it may still be singing endlessly in frequencies beyond our ears. And sound doesn't just shape myths and stories. It has been used as a practical tool of power and influence. Ancient builders seem to understand this. Archaeologists studying old temples and sacred sites have found that many of them are designed with incredible acoustics. Standing in the Great Pyramid of Giza, or inside a Mayan temple, one can hear sounds resonate in ways that feel otherworldly. Was this intentional? Some believe these structures were designed to amplify chants, songs, or rituals, aligning the people with frequencies that connected them to the cosmos. The Greeks took this further, seeing music and mathematics as one and the same. Pythagoras, known for his famous theorem, also studied sound deeply. He discovered that vibrating strings produce harmonious notes at simple numerical ratios. From this, he concluded that the entire universe must be built on harmony, a concept he called the music of the spheres. To him, planets and stars moved like notes in a cosmic symphony. Though we cannot hear it with our ears, perhaps our souls can feel it, a hidden soundtrack to existence. But the secret life of sound is not only found in ancient temples or cosmic vibrations. It is around us every day, and it has power we are only beginning to understand. Modern scientists have found that certain frequencies can alter matter on astonishing scales. In labs, researchers use ultrasound to levitate tiny objects, suspending them in mid-air using nothing but invisible sound waves. Other studies show that sound waves can break apart kidney stones in the human body, offering surgery without a single cut. Sound quite literally can heal, and this healing power goes beyond medicine. Sound therapy is gaining popularity worldwide, where instruments like Tibetan singing bowls, crystal chimes, and gongs are used to guide people into states of deep relaxation. Some report not just calmness, but profound emotional release, as if the vibrations shake loose hidden pain or memories. Could it be that sound holds keys to parts of the mind that words cannot reach? Perhaps this is why music is so universal. Every culture, every civilization has discovered rhythm and song. And though instruments and styles may differ, the emotions they evoke are the same. A drumbeat can stir courage. A lullaby can soothe a child. A love song can capture what words alone cannot express. Music bypasses borders and languages because it speaks the oldest language there is, vibration. But there are even deeper mysteries. Some researchers believe that sound might not only influence life, but sustain it. Plants, for instance, respond to sound. Experiments show that crops exposed to certain frequencies grow faster, healthier, and stronger. On the other hand, dissonant, harsh sounds can stunt their growth. If plants respond to vibration, and humans are far more complex, what does that say about us? Could the sounds we surround ourselves with shape not just our moods, but our very health and destiny? The darker side of sound cannot be ignored either. Just as harmonious vibrations can heal, discordant ones can harm. Military research has experimented with sonic weapons, devices that produce low-frequency vibrations, powerful enough to disorient, nauseate, or even incapacitate people. The same force that carries a lullaby can also be used as a weapon. This duality reminds us that sound is not neutral. It is a force, and like all forces, it can be used for creation or destruction. And yet, beyond healing and harm, beyond myths and science, there is something more profound. Sound may connect us to dimensions we cannot yet see. Some spiritual traditions claim that the soul itself is sound, a vibration that enters the body at birth and leaves at death. Near-death experiences often describe hearing a hum, a buzz, or a tone as consciousness shifts. Could it be that sound is the bridge between the material and the spiritual, the seen and the unseen? When you think about it, this idea isn't so strange. If reality is vibration at its core, then sound is not just a part of life, it is life. Every movement, every moment, every heartbeat is part of an ongoing symphony. We are not just listeners, we are musicians, adding our notes to the grand composition of existence. If sound can heal, harm, and connect us to something greater, then its role in our future may be even more astonishing. Technology is already beginning to harness sound in ways that seem like science fiction brought to life. Consider ultrasound imaging. With nothing more than high-frequency sound waves, doctors can see inside the human body without a single incision. They can watch a baby grow in the womb, track the beating of a heart, or even detect disease. But this is only the beginning. Researchers are developing sound-based tools that could deliver medicine directly into cells or destroy tumors without surgery. Imagine a world where sound becomes the scalpel of the future, where hospitals hum not with machines of steel, but with frequencies tuned to heal. And sound doesn't just work on the scale of the human body, it reaches out into the natural world. Whales and dolphins use sound as their primary sense, sending calls that travel for hundreds of miles through the oceans. Birds sing not only to attract mates, but to mark territory, weaving an acoustic map of the forest. Even insects create vibrational songs too subtle for human ears, yet crucial for their survival. The natural world is alive with voices, many of which we cannot hear. This hidden world of frequencies extends further than most realize. Human hearing covers a narrow band, from about 20 Hz to 20,000 Hz, but below and above that range lies a vast ocean of sound we cannot perceive. Infrasound, the deep rumble below our hearing range, is produced by earthquakes, storms, and even the movements of mountains. Some animals, like elephants, can hear and communicate with these ultra-low frequencies across great distances. Ultrasound, the extremely high frequencies beyond our hearing, is used by bats to navigate in the dark, painting a sonic picture of their environment. We live surrounded by sounds we cannot hear, yet they shape our world in ways we barely understand. Scientists have also discovered that certain frequencies can change the way we feel, even if we don't consciously hear them. Known as the frequency effect, these subtle vibrations can influence brain waves, leading to states of calm, focus, or even anxiety. Some call these binaural beats, a phenomenon where slightly different tones played in each ear create the perception of a third, phantom frequency inside the mind. Many people report that listening to binaural beats helps them relax, meditate, or sleep. Could it be that sound is a direct key to the architecture of consciousness itself? This question leads us to something even more mysterious. Sound as a portal to altered states. Throughout history, drumming, chanting, and rhythmic music have been used to shift perception. Shamans entered trance states with steady drum beats, monks repeated mantras for hours, and entire communities danced to the pulse of drums until they felt connected to something greater. Modern science explains this as entrainment, where the brain syncs to external rhythms. But perhaps it is more than that. Perhaps rhythm is not just affecting the brain, but opening doors to realities hidden from ordinary awareness. If we accept this, then sound becomes more than a tool, it becomes a guide. It can carry us inward to self-discovery, or outward to unity with the cosmos. Some traditions describe existence itself as vibration, suggesting that when we attune ourselves to the right frequencies, we align with the flow of life. To listen deeply is to participate in creation. And here lies the paradox. Sound is both physical and mystical. It is waves of energy moving through matter, yet it carries emotions, memories, and meaning. It can be measured in precise numbers, yet it can reduce us to tears or lift us to ecstasy. It is at once science and art, logic and mystery. Think of the songs that have defined moments in your life. Perhaps a lullaby sung by a parent, or a song that played when you fell in love, or a melody that helped you survive heartbreak. Those songs are not just background noise, they are woven into your story, etched into your soul. They shaped you, changed you in ways no other force could. That is the secret life of sound. It is both outside us and inside us, connecting our inner world with the outer one. And as technology evolves, Who knows what new roles sound will play? Perhaps we will one day design entire cities tuned to harmonious frequencies, reducing stress and illness. Perhaps we will use sound to communicate across space, reaching civilizations light years away. Or perhaps the greatest discoveries will be within us, as we learn to use sound to unlock the hidden chambers of the mind and soul. Whatever the future holds, one thing is certain: sound is not passive. It is active, alive, shaping the world moment by moment. We do not just live in a universe of sound, we are sound. Every heartbeat, every word, every note adds to the grand composition that is existence itself. When you pause and truly listen, you begin to realize that sound is not just a detail of existence, it is the thread that runs through everything. The voice of the wind through trees, the rhythm of ocean waves, the hum of the city, the whisper of your own breath. All of it is part of a vast, living orchestra that never stops playing. We often think of life as something we see, but in truth, life is also something we hear. Without sound, the world would feel hollow. With sound, it becomes alive, vibrant, layered with meaning. A song can remind us that we are not alone. A laugh can bridge the distance between strangers. Even silence carries weight, because it frames the notes like space around stars. And perhaps that is the greatest secret of sound. It reveals connection. It reminds us that we are not separate from the universe, but participants in it. The same vibration that travels through air and water moves through us as well. The same frequencies that shape stars also shape our voices. We are not outsiders listening to the music of existence. We are instruments playing within it. What does this mean for you? It means that every word you speak, every sound you create carries power. Your voice can heal, inspire, or comfort. Your silence can create space for others to be heard. The way you listen can change the way someone feels seen in the world. Sound gives you influence, not just over yourself but over those around you. And beyond the personal, sound calls us to wonder. To stand in awe of a universe that is not silent but singing. To recognize that creation itself may be a vibration, and that our lives are part of that vibration. To realize that the universe is not a machine but a symphony, alive with resonance and rhythm. So the next time you hear music or laughter, or even the quiet hum of everyday life, pause for a moment. Listen more deeply. You are not just hearing sound, you are hearing the secret architecture of existence. You are hearing the hidden life of sound, a mystery that has always been with us, waiting for us to notice.